Hey, all you viewers to Play Later, how we doing today? Man, I gotta tell you, okay. Going into my local gaming store is probably gonna become a health hazard to me. It really, truly is. I'm filming this video on my birthday, October 31st, 2022. This last weekend, we went in there and I was like, alright, I just need some paint, and I ended up coming out with paint brushes, Land Raider Proteus, and this, which we're about to review today. As you know by that thumbnail and everything that you clicked on, it's Games Workshop's 40K, paint and tool set. Alright, there's a lot more in this guy than there was with the last one I brought to the channel. And honestly, the biggest reason I grabbed it is my local game store seems to be out of a lot of colors constantly. And I use a lot. Like, if you're going to paint, you're going to use, like, your yellows, your reds, your blues, your blacks, your purples, you know, that kind of thing. But there's one in there, Mephiston Red, that I use a lot with my Space Wolves. But still. Alright, getting the adult thing out of the way. As you can see, it cost me 45 bucks. That's the same price I think I found on Games Workshop, and it's the same price I think I found on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below. Okay, I really will, if you just want to click and buy. But like I say in all my other videos that I'm doing, check your local gaming store first, because they are ground zero for our hobby. They really are. You really want to get in there, go to the geek mothership, for lack of a better phrase, and pick up your supplies. You're getting stuff to, well, feed your bad habit, and you are helping support a mom and pop store. Now, if your local gaming store, if you're lucky enough to live over in England, if your local gaming store is a GW store, right there. Because, you know, I don't really have any around me, never really had a bunch around me. I've never even been to a battle bunker, which I think is in Seattle, if they still call them that. But still, alright, so we're opening her up. Oh, I like how they did that. Kinda. Oh, well, look at that. That's where that little thing went. Alright. So that's how it comes. Alright, two of the paints are out of their little holder thingies. And the mold line scraper, which I get it. It's like a safety blade for kids. So you can give it to your wee ones, they can scrape mold lines off, and they're not going to stab themselves, poke themselves, or cut themselves. I get it. I don't know. I'm going to do a bigger review on this. I really am at some point. You get Citadel sprue clippers. Well, a little springy. But I always love it. Can you see in there? They already look like they've been used a little. But still, I don't know. I'm going to try those out soon. You get a starter brush. Camera dump. Those of you familiar with my channel, you know that happens. But like I was saying, you get a Games Workshop starter brush. For the longest time, I thought Games Workshop brushes were the best on the planet outside of like Kolinsky Sable brushes. You know, like those Winsor Newton number 7s, I think it was, that I used a lot. I really like the Army Painter brushes a lot more than I like Games Workshop stuff. But still, that's another video for another day. Don't want to appear like I'm bashing stuff. Okay, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 colors. So when you're paying between $5 and $8 for a color, depending what it is, if it's a wash or it's a technical paint, already you've made money purchasing this box. Well, saved money, made money, however you want to put it. All the paints you get in here are Leadbelcher, Bugman's Glow, Averland Sunset, Rune Lord Brass, Runefang Steel, Abaddon Black, Macquarie Blue, Astro Granite. Yeah, whatever. I don't really use a lot of technical paints. I do something different with my bases, but still, I've got a video planned where I'm going to need to use some technical paints. Tesseract Glow, which I understand is no longer being made. Such another reason why I really wanted this. I wanted to check it out and see how it looks. Corax White, which is just horrible. But I've been using them on my wolves, basically putting war paint on the beak. You'll see that in another video. Mephiston Red, which is what I really, really wanted. Agrax Earthshade, which I use a lot of. And Retributor Armor. Okay. They're your standard, like, what, 1 mil, 1.8 mil? It's going to be zero point 0.4 fluid ounces, 12 mil paint pots. All right? This is the one I really wanted. So for a technical, it's got a lot of runny bits in there, don't it? Technicals are supposed to be like, that sounds more like a wash than anything else to me. I'm really going to have to work with that one because you can still see the pigments and everything down below. But I mean, here's another technical. Not really hearing anything. I mean, I don't do Necrons, so I really don't know where I'm going to need a lot of neon green. I don't know, maybe for plasma pistols and like plasma rifles and things like that. Okay, cool. So the metallics, from what I can see, the old school metallics with the white tops. I like the fact they used to do that, so when you've got them in your painting area, you can go to them really quick and find them. That's another thing I love the Armor Painter does. The different tops that distinguish everything between the lines. But see, that's also funny because there's Lead Belcher, which used to be bolt gun metal, and the clear top. But still. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Seriously? Of course, I can't. I wanted to show you the wash. Just so... Okay. Here's Agrax Earthshade. Now listen. Hopefully you're hearing that. And here's the technical paint, Tesseract Glow. Hopefully you're hearing that. They sound really identical. I don't think that's technical. I don't. It's Tesseract Glow. I don't think it's technical. I think it's a shade. Somebody messed up somewhere. I don't know. Like I said, we're going to play around with that a lot more. But it comes, like I said, with a bunch of stuff. I use that a lot. I really do. Mephiston Red for shoulder pauldrons, eye lenses, pack markings. I use Mephiston Red a lot. So I was great, happy to get it. Averland Sunset, I use a lot as my base for, my wolves because a lot of their pauldrons are yellow. Like the Blood Claws and the Wolf Guard are basically straight yellow, whereas on one side where you have the Grey Hunters, they've got red. And the Long Fangs are basically white, but they still have one side that's yellow. Okay, I can handle that. But still, I don't know. I saw this, I went... It looks like an incredible purchase for the amount. I get it. Oh, hey, look, it did take some off. I just went like this. I don't know. I've heard horror stories about the GW Sprue clippers. I've heard some people say that when they used their older models, they went to clip and the thing shattered. Okay. You get a lot of paint for a really good price, especially when you're starting and you need paint at a good price, because we all know from our geekdom, paints and miniatures and primer and sealer, those are the most expensive things you're ever going to buy. And paint, like I said, $5 pop, usually. Not talking Flick Technicolor shades or anything else, or the bigger sizes, which I usually love to grab Gnome Oil and Agrax Earthshade in the bigger sizes. Got to run you more, but still, I think it's a great value for your buck. But here's the important part of this video, and I'm serious. I love doing this one in every single freaking video I do. I want to know your questions, comments, love, hatred, anger, all that fun stuff right down below. Have you bought this kit before from G-Dub? Do you have successes with it? Do you have failures with it? For those of you who have been playing a lot, well, I should say, I can't really say a lot longer because I started in 2nd edition, but I took a break. But for those of you who have used Tesseract Glow, what are your experiences? Because I really don't think that's a technical. It sounds like a wash. It really, really does, or it's a layer. It's not a base. It damn sure doesn't seem like a technical, but still, I know I'm going on and on about that. Sorry, but now, if I made you laugh, made you cringe, made you cry, and I guarantee I did that with somebody here, please hit that big old thumbs up. It's only going to show love and support for the channel, and that is always appreciated. Guys, thanks so much for watching this one. I know it's a bit weird. The Games Workshop 40K paint and tool set. Like I said, thank you for watching. I hope you're having a great day, a safe day, and one day, I hope to see all of you across the tabletop.